What's up, cooks? It's Wednesday. Today we're making chicken scampi. It's a take on shrimp scampi. We're using chicken, but it has this really delicious garlic, butter, and wine sauce. It's fantastic. So welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. So chicken scampi is a take on shrimp scampi. It is shrimp or prawns with this garlic butter wine sauce, and it's served over pasta or rice. So some people call the actual shrimp the scampi. Some people call the sauce scampi sauce. So whatever the way you call it, whatever, right? It's a great dish. This sort of became popular. It got on the Olive Garden menu, and everybody in the world created a very simple, similar recipe. So if you see a lot of recipes out there, a lot of them are similar. They have the same exact process. And I looked at the Olive Garden recipe, and I brought in some specific elements from that, and this recipe is fantastic. So we're going to take some chicken that is sliced into strips. You can use chicken tenders. The reason I use breast sliced into strips, yeah, it's a little bit more work, but one, it's less expensive, and number two, chicken tenders is a piece of meat that's under the chicken breast. That piece of meat sometimes has, well, a lot of times it has a tendon that runs down the middle. So you're either going to eat it with the tendon, or you're going to have to take the tendon out. So I just use chicken breast and I slice it, right? So we're going to do a little seasoning on this. So I have some salt here. That's a good start. And I have some fresh cracked black pepper here. I'm going to sprinkle a little granulated garlic. These are classic, basic seasonings, right? And a touch of paprika. Touch of paprika. And I'm going to go ahead and flip all of these. So we got a little flipper doodle here, more salt, more crushed black pepper, granulated garlic, and a little paprika. A little paprika. I don't put too much because it's going to change the entire color of the dish. So I beat up a couple eggs here. I got a cup of flour. And we're going to do the old chicken dippity-doo. Dippity-doo. A little flour dippity. Dippity-doo. Shake the excess off. And I'm going to little dippity chickadee, dippity chickadee, dippity chickadee, shakety, and platity. So let me finish these up and I'll be back. Okay, we heated our pan up. Now I'm going to put the oil in. I like to heat the pan up and then put the oil because you can end up over smoking your oil the other way around. So we're going to go ahead and put our chicken in here. We might have to do this in a couple little batches because you don't want to overcrowd it. So we're going to be cooking this chicken pretty much until it's done. It will be back in the sauce, but only for like a short time, so. Just splatter chicken everywhere. Ooh. So let's give that a little cook. So our chicken is looking pretty good here. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little flippy-do. This is my raw fork. I'm putting it in the raw side, and I'll be changing out the fork. As we move along. So that is some cooking chicken. Cooking chicken. Yum. So some of these are done. We got 160. I think that's good because it's going to be back in the sauce. 165. 168. That's 163. That was 160. This one here is 150. He's kind of a bigger piece, so he's done. He's done. So let's get another batch in here. I'll put a little bit more oil in.
Yeah.
Smells like fried chicken.
Ah. And no allergies in this fried chicken, Lulu.
If you have a bigger burner and a bigger skillet, you might be able to get all these in one. This is like a French skillet. So
might have to bust out my 20-inch log, huh?
Yeah. I think you can get all of that in one.
You got a hubcap, you put them all in there, right?
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get the rest of this chicken out of here. Smells really, really good. Can you grab me a piece of foil, Bill?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you, hun bun. Okay, so this recipe is available on my website if you want to download it, AmyLearnsToCook.com. So we have our pan here with all these yummy yummies in there, right? I'm just going to put a little bit more olive oil. I have the pan heating. And we're going to take some red onions. I cut these, sliced them into quarter moons. Ooh. Quarter moons.
I agree with that message. All that sizzling.
The quarter moons?
Yeah.
So some of these vegetables are going to be getting some of these bits off the bottom. We will be deglazing this, but just the onions alone will get these bits off. So we want to cook these till they're translucent. We got some goodness. We got some goodness going on over here. Okay, so we're going to make the pasta. So you can use like angel hair. Let me turn this down. Angel hair. I'm going to use pappardelle because that's what I like. Woo! So we want to salt this like the sea. One of the problems is if you use a salt shaker or you put your salt over it, all that steam comes up and brings moisture into your salt. So just salt it in your hand, like that. And we want 10 ounces of pappardelle. This comes in like little nests. So I'm gonna go ahead and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, how about 10 nests? Okay, so we have our pasta in here, and that's starting to go. Starting to look kind of fun. in our pan over here, we're getting ready to add our bell pepper. I have one orange and one red bell pepper. You can use whatever you have on hand. I just did that so I have a little bit of contrasting color in our final dish. So we need garlic. So you can have minced or sliced garlic as much as you want. I have like 10 cloves here.
Yeah!
Because that's how I roll, right?
What's up? It's Wednesday, baby.
Yeah, it's Garlic Wednesday. So we're just gonna saute this for a few minutes to get that garlic softened. That's looking good. So this recipe is like all over the place. It came out, I don't know if Olive Garden invented it, but someone did. And they all pretty much do the same kind of basic technique and ingredients. So I'm gonna go ahead and put like a tablespoon of flour in here. This is gonna help us thicken it up. Just gonna saute this off for just a second to get that rawness out of that flour. So if you see somebody that says, oh, I invented this, this recipe's for the streets, right? It's like saying I invented chocolate chip cookies, right? Everybody has a chocolate chip cookie recipe, but it's only a variation of the original. So we're gonna deglaze this with, I have a half a cup of wine, and I'm using Pinot Grigio. I usually buy these little bottles here when I don't want to crack a bottle. Who doesn't want to crack a bottle, right? Wow. We're gonna go ahead and deglaze that with the wine. I'm gonna put a cup of chicken stock in here.
Thank you, Bitter Bouillon.
Yeah. We're going to start letting this thicken a little bit here. Check our pasta. It's rolling right along. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little crushed red pepper in here for a little heat action. So we're going to put about a half a stick of butter in here. We're not putting cheese on here. You can ultimately sprinkle the pasta with Parmesan, but we're not doing that because I can't have the cheese. So we're gonna let this cook down and let it thicken a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon juice in here. And we got some chicken to go back in here. Yum. Chicken in the pot. Now that looks pretty amazing. So we're just gonna put our chicken in here, coat it around this yum yum sauce, the yum yum sauce, the yum yum sauce, the yum yum sauce, yum yum sauce. We're gonna just let this chicken heat back through, and when this pasta is ready, it's time to eat. Okay, so I have a platter here, and we're gonna go ahead and get our pasta out of this water. Oh. You can strain it if you want to. The only reason I don't is, I do have a pasta pot, which I need to get that together because it allows you to just lift it up, and then you have this strainer. I don't like straining my pasta in the sink because it can go down the holes into the drain. Just a bad idea. So we have our chicken here, and I have my little favorite silicone spoon here. So we're gonna go ahead and give us some sauce, some vegetables, some chicken.
The sauce looks like it's kind of thick where it's actually on the chicken. It's not just running everywhere.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
This is an amazing dish. Thank you, Olive Garden. But if you go to Olive Garden, they're going to charge you $20 a plate for this. Make it at home. I don't know how much it's going to cost. But you know what's in it anyway, right?
Yeah, you can get a refill for free too, right?
Yeah, look at all this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, this looks good. Looking good. And we're going to take a little fresh parsley that I chopped. This is fresh out of Farmer Ebu's garden.
Yeah, I thought a deer came by this afternoon.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That, my friends, is a beautiful plate of food. Look at that. So let me grab some plates and we'll take a taste. So here's our chicken dish. It's absolutely delicious. The onions, the bell peppers, the pappardelle, the delicious garlic butter sauce. Let's serve it up. What's the best way to serve it up?
Don't be cheap either, boo-boo.
Do I need tongs?
I don't know. However you can get that on my plate.
This looks really good. Looks amazing, Boo.
Well, it doesn't even, it smells amazing too. That's the other part of it.
Woo.
Okay.
Here you go, Boo Boo.
Thank you, boo-boo.
You're welcome. It's not fun to serve it off of this platter, but hey, whatever, right?
I don't, you just eat it off the platter. Same dishes, right? Spoiler alert. Everything is tender and flavorful. How's that?
Give me a little extra sauce here.
I saw that.
So let's try this out. Number one, I already know it's good
Yeah.
because I've made this several times. Let's see how I cook the pasta. Pasta is perfectly cooked.
Chicken is tender, moist, flavorful. I think the wine and the lemon brighten it all up.
This dish right here is a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So like I said, this is sort of like an Olive Garden menu item brought home. A lot of people have made basically the same dish. I tried to model it the way Olive Garden did it, where they used the red onions, different colored bell peppers. I tried to balance the wine out and the chicken broth. This dish is good. I'm on my way to finish dinner. Thanks for joining me. Happy Wednesday.